Good afternoon, beloveds, dear Divine Masculine. I'm doing the reading for the Divine Masculine today. There's a lot going on in the collective for the Divine Masculine, and I hear there are a lot of masculines are under attack, not only around here but in the whole collective. And they could be from ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-partners, and with a real low frequency, no awareness of what's going on in this world, and trying to withhold the masculine to raise to a higher, or to rise to a higher vibration. And that's what's going on at the moment. So what is in the Divine Masculine's mind space? Love begins. You know, he has love on his mind. He wants to share the love. He wants to share the love in the cup. They feel the same vibration. They feel attracted towards each other, and the cup is overflowing. Both of them are pouring energy into this. So in his mind space, there is love begins. This is the beginning of a new period. This is the beginning of new love that will come into his life. Okay. And how does he see the feminine? That she has spiritual strength, that she is holding the energy, that she is carrying a lot of the energy and transforming it, that she is also holding space for the whole collective, holding space for the collective to grow on a deeper level, to grow in their in their spirituality, but also to grow from their wounds. You know, if you're coming in with wounds, that's how he sees her. You know, that she is holding space for his wounds, that that she is listening to him, that she is supporting him, but also sending support from the universe towards the Divine Masculine, so he can stay grounded, and that he can develop himself during this time. Okay, so what is his higher self saying? His higher self saying, you need to have hope. You need to have hope. It could be that a lot of Divine Masculine are in this space of not knowing where they want to go, not knowing which direction, and that all hope is be gone, you know. But the spiritual world and the Divine Feminine gives him the strength to keep his hope up for better days, to glow, to shine, and to go to an higher frequency where he can sustain and be and believe that all what is happening around him, you know, will you know, settle down. So it's necessary for him to have hope in love, have hope in other other energies, have hope in the source. You know, if you don't have hope in source, you know, you don't have any hope in your life, then you are, you know, you get depleted. So that's what's going on in his higher self. His higher self says, you know, if this is really your beloved, and you really want to be with her, you know, you need to keep up your spiritual strength. You need to do your work and have hope, because the hope that will brings life, the hope will brings you a future. Okay, so what is in the Divine Masculine's heart space? What's in the divine masculine's heart space? What is in his heart space? Rejoice in celebration. Celebrate the love with him. Celebrate uh, full cups. Make sure that both of their cups are full so they can pour it into other cups. And they can celebrate life, have fun with life. You know, they are accompanying each other and having fun together. You know that it's so important to have the joy in his life, and that he can have joy in his life and celebrate life with her. Because when he celebrates his life with her, everything starts to flow. Everything will be in abundance. Everything will grow, because the joy they have together and the fun they have together. They know each other without thinking. They know each other without communicating. You know, they feel each other on a different level, on a different dimension. And as the divine masculine is going through, you know, all the things that are going on in this world at the moment, you know, if he focused just on his own, on his journey, where he wants to go, it could be that he had to let his divine feminine go because of interruptions, you know, of ex-partners, of ex-girlfriends, or you know, company work, or you know, mothers, sisters, you know, everything what could represent a third party that really mess things up for both of them. And he realized that he had that he needed accountability in this, accountability of stepping up, you know, and 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 the divine masculine now is stepping up for himself. I even see that, you know, in court cases, in everything else what's going on, about abuse in the environment. Know that there is a celebration afterwards. Know that there is a celebration that you can celebrate, because this is this is a place for you that you will have victory. So for a lot of divine masculines, what is going on about the attacks, lawsuits, and stuff like that, slander and things like that. You know, let it go. Let it all go, and don't try to control it. Just speak from the mind, or from just speak your heart, and everything will be fine. Okay, what is she? What does he want from her? What does he want from the feminine? What does he want from the divine feminine? And it could be also energetically attacks. That's what I hear. He wants to hear the memories of her love. He knows that she is holding space for him, holding a candle for him, diving into the memories of his of his light. She shows him his light. She shows him what he's made of. She shows him how precious he is, how what kind of person he is. She really sees his light and his heart, and she's not concentrating on his mind aspect, because she accepts the mind aspect of the masculine that is always in that ego space. And she knows that a lot of other divine masculines are working very hard to get that mind space aside, to give it ease, because they know when they are out of their mind, that's a really nice one. When they're out of their mind, that you know, they have peace, and that the memories, or and she's reminding him of the memories that he was in that space, that he could be in that space of ease and tranquility, you know. So she shows him little by little that that he is worth his light, that he is worth everything that is happening at the moment. I hear her say, "You deserve me." Wow, that's really beautiful. Because I also hear a lot of divine feminine say, "You don't deserve me," because you're not stepping up. But if you phrase it to another side, "You do deserve me," as a divine feminine to your divine masculine, you know, he is able to meet her wishes. Then it will activate him to move forward. His crown chakra, how he sees the relationship with the divine feminine, connected from the crown chakra, connected from opening his crown chakra, let the source in, learning a lot. I hear he's learning a lot. And it could be that he needs to release himself of getting occupied from the outside. So it's let me see. He's getting his mind occupied, and it could be that there is a void in the divine masculine's energy. I hear the divine feminine say, "I was so lost without you for many, many years, and I had to find myself, and I see you going through that journey where I was at that time, sometimes feeling lost, not knowing what to do, and now is the divine masculine at that space. I am lost without you, and I'm looking for distractions from the outside world. Maybe looking too much TV, or looking too much, you know, instead of doing other things in his life. Yeah, too much distraction from a lower frequency. And get meditated, get yourself in that space that you can put your mind at ease. Okay, how does he sees the relationship with the divine feminine? It's harmony, harmonious, loving, caring, twin flames. So that's how he sees the relationship with her. You know, and in some cases he can relax. He can say, okay, I can drop back, and I will I can relax here, and it's harmonious, and it's in balance. And that comes because she is out of this environment, out of this space. She is not attached to his world and what is going on is in his world. She listens, she holds space, and she lets everything go. But he knows that love begins, that it's already begun, that it's already there. He knows that this, if he steps in the relationship with her, it would be a harmonious one. It will be um, stable, because they're walking. It could be that they're walking the same path. You know, that I also hear they feel attracted towards each other's energy, and doesn't matter if he's walking on the other side of the street. You know, the energies are pulling them together. That's no doubt about it. That it will be a great union. Um, oh, okay. Could be that the divine masculine is terrified of gossip, terrified, and also out of protection for the divine feminine, but terrified of gossip, terrified, or thinking what his friends are thinking about it, what other people would say about it if they were together. That is really holding him a little bit back in what's going on. Um, but he knows that it would be harmonious because she will give him all the freedom that he needs. If he wants to go out with his friends, he can go out with his friends. If she wants to go out with her girlfriends, there is time and space for that. So they give each other that space. So you know, there is this trust, there is this energy, you know, that the divine feminine gets up get up at night and go and stand under the moon and not be questioned, what are you going to do, you know, because it's a natural thing for them to trust each other and to know where where they are with each other, you know. So it's really a beautiful harmonious relationship. What is blocking the divine masculine? Oh, I just said, probably already channeled what it was, what blocking him. Let's see what blocks or feels uncomfortable for the divine masculine. What is an uncomfortable feeling for the divine masculine? Oh, the heartache and the loss. It could be that he feels uncomfortable with heartache and loss of the divine feminine. It could be that the divine feminine had a loss and it had a heartache, and that he feels uncomfortable with that. And he doesn't know if he's the one who can change that. He doesn't know if that heartache and that loss would be okay. I hear some also. He doesn't know if he can compete with the other person. That's the insecurity of the divine masculine. But he also knows that the divine feminine needs to, you know, go through this loss and go through that heartache, and needs to heal herself from that. So he's not able yet to move forward towards him, because he feels probably with the divine feminine there is a loss that she needs to let go of. Okay, but he knows that there is harmony. He knows that they are compatible for this relationship. But the heartache and loss, he is not able, or he's not knowing if she is able to overcome this and you know, making steps towards him. How will he solve this? because I hear the divine feminine really wanted to let it work, but there were too many influences from the outside that didn't let it come to fruition. And the divine feminine learned not to run away, to stay put, and to go through everything. But she couldn't sustain the outer influences. Could be that it was from another country, that it was material things that came in that was blocking them. It could be that it was family that came in that blocking them. So that's not that it couldn't come together. There were circumstances why it's still not where they are their lovers, they know this, but there are circumstances that is not able yet to come together. Okay. It can also be that the divine masculine has a heartache and has a loss, and that he feels lost and has that heartache and not able to move on in a relationship yet with someone else. Okay, what will it bring him? What will this bring him? What will this relationship bring him? A lot of passion. The passion is ignited in him. He feels joyful when he sees her. He feels her energy and her heart space. It gives him passion, but also he needs patience and planning. You know, when she's around, everything starts to come alive. She will take him everywhere. She will take him to places that, you know, he is not used to or not doing in a regular base. But she is taking this passion for life into his life, and where the sun is going to shine. And he knows this, but he also knows that he has to have patience with her. You know, because she is a very passionate woman and she is very integrated, and he wants this in his life, but he knows that it needs to have the right time, and that I also hear it's the phoenix that needs to rise again, and that's the phoenix that needs to rise within him. And that's what the feminine does. The feminine transforms him, and it takes planning and patience, because he knows they are each other's equal. Where is his focus at the moment? Victory and success. That's where the focus is. Is focusing on the victory and the success. Take the leap of faith. Don't let fear come over. Don't let fear interrupt of the leap of faith into love. The leap of faith into a next situation. So if you're coming from that heart space and you're coming from that unconditional love, there is no fear. You know, the opposite of love is fear. That's not hatred, it's fear. And when he is moving through it, and he sees that this opportunity in his life, that love begins, that there is chance on a relationship, and the divine feminine says to him, you know, you deserve me, you know, then he knows that there is a chance, then he knows that there is victory coming, um, victory and success with her. Where does he want the relationship to go? He wants to transform the relationship. He wants to transform it. There was so much, um, how do you call it? So much inconsistency. There was so much chaos. There were so many things that needed to be done. So many mind occupations, fears. You know, now that everything is behind him, all the fear, all the pressure, not knowing what would go on in his life, not knowing if the relationship will succeed, not knowing if finances will come in order. All these insecurities are now behind him. So now the transformative energy can come towards him. And he also transforms the attacks that he was under. You know, attack of could be spiritual attacks, could be other attacks that really tried to withhold these relationships. And that's what's going on at the moment with a lot of masculine all around the world. You know, they are in a space that they being watched. They're really being watched on every step they do. So um, that is what he can transform. And I see also here he's holding his head. So it means that he comes out of his head space and you know, rise above it and get out of that head space and set himself free with the wings. Okay. How does he feel on the union? He feels the emotional loss of the union. He feels the emotional loss of this union. And that's hitting him hard. So, you know, the divine feminine is holding space for him. And he feels the loss that she is not there. He feels the loss of and the heartache that she turned against him instead of working with him. And he couldn't work with her in the beginning out of fear of not knowing if he could support her, not knowing if he could offer her the things that she needed. And now that she's gone, he feels the emotional loss, and that makes him going through a radical transformation. He is in radical acceptance that she's not around, but he also feels that her energy is withdrawing. Her energy isn't there, so he isn't able to move through things quicker when she is there. You know, it gives when she is there, it gives a lot of chaos. It gives a lot of um, um, awareness, because she is not how do you call it? She's not let him get away with trivial things, with things that really matter, and he thinks he does it off as trivial. You know, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's just a little thing. No, when it's going from the heart space, it's a huge thing. So now he starts to understand that the thing she's going through is really and where he is going through at the moment, the emotional loss of her, and he's going to feel that. He's feeling it now because she's not there to support him. She's not there to say that he's an amazing person, and you know, it's very hard for a masculine to awake in these times, because it's going to push them and push them and push them to get the best out of them, and they are not knowing if they are able to do it. And if they just walk the path, and it is very easy to say, if you just walk the path, it's very easy. If you walk the path of healing, if you walk the path of transformation, you know, you get used to transformation all the time. But after you're going through a transformation, huge rewards are waiting. You know, your abundance, everything is awaiting when you're doing the work. What combines them both? Triumph and success. They are warrior. They are spiritual warriors. They are warriors of the soul. So they are guarding everything what isn't real. They are guarding everything what he is guarding her. He is protecting her. He is holding space for her. He is talking to her in light and love. And he knows that he wants to fight for her and wants to protect her, because he thinks she deserves it. And that's beautiful, because the divine feminine says to the divine masculine, you deserve me, but I also deserve you. And that is what he didn't realize, that he deserved her. He thought, I don't deserve her, because this is such a beautiful soul. He starts to know now where she is coming from. So what brings them together? What brings them together? Just moving on. Just moving on with your life. Just focusing on the light. Don't look to the shadows. Don't look to the past. Don't look at it anymore. The past is gone. The past you can't. You only can heal the past, but the past is gone. You don't go back. You know. You just move on your path, and you move to the light and make it at best happening for you. He sees the divine masculine is moving on with his life. He sees that the divine feminine is moving on with her life. And they're not looking back to that past. He is not looking back to his past, and she is not looking back to her past. She's not looking back and she's saying, okay, you did this and this and this and this and this. No, that's done. That's done. Because the divine masculine and the divine feminine came to a closure about that situation. So they're moving in the light. Oh my God. He killed the snake. He has a snake head in his hand. And he said, okay, done with it. I'm not going to a toxic environment anymore. I'm moving on. He's not looking to the past. He is moving on into the light. Okay. Let's see. What has the Divine Feminine to say to the Divine Masculine? Get real. Put your both feet on the ground. See the things as they are. And that's what they're both going to do. Keep it real. Don't give it a meaning. Don't go... see the things as they are. That's what I hear. See the things as they are and keep it real. And this is what she's going to do. She is going to keep it real. She's staying grounded. Even if she's in the higher realms, she's still grounded. She's still balanced. Okay? Well, was it for this week. Well, Divine Masculine, I send you all the love and all the support that you need in the things that you are going through. Know that you're going through a huge transformation. Know that what you're going through all the attacks, that it is in the collective, that is just not just you, that it is going on for many, many masculine, as things are going to change for masculines. They can't get away with the things that they did in the past, years and eons and ages ago. You know, that karmic cycle is done, and it will come on your path if you don't change it, if you don't transform the energies. So, you know, change your ways. Feel your intuition, because you know right away from the start that you have a feeling, okay, this is not going to work, or yes, it's possible. But if you let yourself being deceived by the pretty face, by the sexual, by the incredible sex, or lack of it, you know that you get your karma around from that, and that a lot of masculine needs to feel their intuition. If it's a no, it's a no, you know, and follow that. Also, your men, you know, you have an intuition. Also, your guides are speaking towards you. So if you, you know, but I hear a lot of masculines already learned her lessons, or learned their lessons, and it was really a tough lesson. It was really a tough lesson. And like the Divine Feminine went through that time of loss, not knowing where to belong anymore, because she lost her beloved. Now the Divine Masculine is going through that same thing. So know that these things come around in energy-wise. So, okay, listen to your guides, listen to your heart, listen to not to what your mind is saying, because your mind is just a liar. Okay, well, thank you all, and I see you next time. Bye bye.